Hey guys, my name is Robin, and in today's Shopify tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a navigation item really stand out, like you see here in this example, or here we have another example. And as you can see, this is perfect for highlighting your sales items, but it can also be something else, of course. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna log in into our Shopify store, then we're gonna go to online store themes, and then we're gonna click on customizing the theme. And as you can see, it's already working here, but what did I do? So I'm gonna go to theme settings. So you're gonna click on this gear icon over here, and then you're gonna scroll down and you're gonna go to custom CSS. We're gonna scroll down a little bit more, and here you see a lot of code. So if you already have access to my online Shopify course, you can get free access. Just go to this lesson, highlight a Shopify menu item, and there you find this specific code. You can just click copy, and then you're gonna paste it inside the custom CSS. Then you're gonna hit save. And now if we click these three dots here and click on view to view our website, we can see it is now working. But there is one important thing here, which is the URL of this specific link. So right now, as you can see at the bottom left corner, also if I click here on the sale, the URL will change. So right now the URL is this. If I click here on the sale link, the URL changes to this. So I just added a hashtag sale as just an example, but here we can see a real example. So if we now click the sale link over here, the URL changes to the sale collection, as you can see. Similar here, if we go to this link here, if we click on this link, it also redirects to the sales collection. So what does this code basically do? Let's explain it here, so I can make it a little bit bigger here. So as you can see over here, this is the important part. So the sale here, you have to add the actual URL of the link you want to highlight. So for example, let's say if we click on the contact page here, so on the contact link, let's see how the URL changes. So if I click contact, so right now we're on the contact page, and as you can see, this is the URL. So let's say I want to highlight the contact link instead of this link. I'm gonna copy this URL part here. I'm gonna go back to my Shopify editor, and I'm gonna change this part over here. So I'm gonna remove this here, and I'm gonna paste in this link you see over here. Now I'm gonna click on save, and actually you can already see it. Now the contact link has been highlighted. So that is how it works basically. So if I click here on exit and we're gonna go to our menu, so I'm gonna click on content and then menu, then over here we have that main menu, and here we can see that sale link or whatever link you want, and here you're gonna tweak that URL, and that should match the URL you have over here. And that is basically how it works. Obviously, you can change some things over here. So you can change the border radius, the font weight, you can change the font size, etc., etc. So you can add more CSS options here if you want. And inside this same lesson, inside my free Shopify course, if you scroll down, you see another option over here. And if we copy this one, so this is just option number 2 basically. So if we copy that part, and if we go back to the custom CSS over here, if we remove everything and paste in the second option basically, and if we now click on save, and if I refresh this page, now as you can see, there's also an underline when you hover over the link, which you may or may not like, but that is another option that you can add to your store. So now you may or may not wondering, why am I adding this stuff inside the custom CSS and not if we go back? So if I click exit here, so if you click these three dots, you can also go to edit code. So why do I not edit the code instead? Because you can basically do the same thing here as well by adding some code here. But the nice thing about doing it the way I explained it with the custom CSS, so if we go to the custom CSS part, so over here, the nice way of doing it this way is that you're only adding a few lines in the custom CSS inside your theme settings. So that means you're not touching the actual theme files. So there's no risk of breaking your theme code or anything like that. And if you ever want to remove or change it, it's super easy to find instead of finding it somewhere in the theme code. So you can just go back to the custom CSS part and you can remove or tweak it, and the store is back to normal. And another big advantage is when your theme gets updated, and that is maybe the biggest advantage. So the custom CSS is stored separately, so it will stay safe while updating your theme. So when you update your theme, so if I click exit here, and now you can see version 2.1, if there is a new version of this current theme, of the Horizon theme, it will be shown shown here, and we as the owner of the store can choose to update your theme. But if you do, all the hard-coded stuff you add over here will be overridden. It will be updated with the new theme files. And that means you will lose those edits basically. And that's why using the custom CSS, as I explained it in this video, is a safer option if you want your tweaks to survive updates. So next, if you also want to add that smooth underline when you hover over your menu items, make sure to watch this video over here. So the default horizon theme, as you can see, doesn't have that underline if you hover over your menu items. So I'll show you how to do that in this video.